What's up, YouTube? This is me, the Stardust Gamer TSG, up in here. Um, I've been thinking about this for a while. I've been thinking about going back. I've been went back and forth with discussion of this story because of the key elements. There's people who played a part in this story, and there's people whose names I don't want to put out there and stuff like that. So, um, without further ado, I'm going to get into the story of why I left Yu-Gi-Oh I left the Yu-Gi-Oh card game and stayed away ever since. And I'm gonna tell you, it all started a couple of years ago. It all started a couple of years ago when I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh on, I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh and stuff. I used to have more than one deck. I had a Sabas deck, uh, Ninja deck, Zombie deck, Sacred Fears and Nefertiti's deck, and so on and so on. Um, it's also it's also here that I was hanging out with my friend, um, Christopher Perkins, and he it was when we hung out at Bunker Hill Community College. Um, we I mean when I started hanging out there, he was always hanging out there. He was doing his work there, and he was always at Yu-Gi-Oh by that time. By this time, when I started hanging out there, when I was playing. He was playing Card Fight Vanguard. I was playing Yu-Gi-Oh still, and I met a person whose name I'm not going to disclose, but why? Because he has a YouTube channel as well, and I don't want and and everything like that. But I met him. I thought he was cool. I originally met him at Kirisai Galleria, but we was like we was cool. We hit it off. Um, he had friends that knew another YouTuber, a Yugi tuber named Simply Unlucky, and I used to watch his channel, Simply Unlucky's channel, until I stopped following all the Yugi tube channels and stuff like that, and not recently, like a year or so ago. Um, we started hanging out at Bunker Hill Community College, and there was a lot, and started playing there a lot. And it was at that time that person happened. I started to see. I thought he, I mean, like I know I'm going to keep saying I thought he was cool, but yeah, that person, yeah, he showed some respect to me and some and other people, but I started to see some things that was suspect with him. Like his behavior was suspect. How he interacted with people was suspect too. And I, I, I know for a fact that if you go to Bunker Hill Community College now, I'm not too sure if this happens, but there's a side for gamers that play Smash and all that stuff, and I used to watch people play Smash and all that stuff. I hung with a lot of people. I hung with some of the gamers, and I also hung with the card players. And I gotta admit, I started seeing the cracks in his his personality one day when he was wilding out. He was wilding like I used to go. He took me to Pandemonium for the first time. We hung out. He was wilding out like crazy and stuff, and we was all wilding out after all crazy. I was actually not like that. I was more of the serious side of things, but this guy was wilding out like crazy and stuff. I also took my best friend, one of my best friends who doesn't have a YouTube channel, but his name is James. I took him to meet Sage person, and this is when two I brought two boxes worth of decks, worth of booster packs, and we met up with each other. We were supposed to meet at Malden Library. I didn't know how to get to Malden Library at that time, and it was dark. And I usually don't like to travel in the dark. I really never like traveling in the dark at all because of stuff that happened, crazy stuff, and things like that. Um, so without further ado, we met up with each other. Said person whose name I'm still not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell. Had asked me to if he could hold my two boxes worth of booster packs. So and all that stuff, and then he was going to do the unwrapping on papers. I mean, on his channel. And I mean, my friend, my James had the presence of mind before I did to say no, no, don't do that. And I went with James's opinion because he's my best friend, and he never told me wrong, and we hung out with each other for years. Way before I met up with Amy Perk and anyone like that. So I told the person no. No, I was gonna. I didn't say it like in a mean way. I said, I don't think I should do that. I think I should just go home and wait till another day to do the unboxing and stuff and the opening and stuff. Which which he. I realized. I started to realize the first red flag that he started to he started to get all like he started to get antsy. He tried to question me about it, and I stood firm on it. And then we went away and all that stuff. And James was telling me like, do you think that's suspect? And I said, yeah, that was some suspect behavior and stuff like that. And this was and the next day. I didn't have James with me, but we did the unboxing and opening of the packs. I mean, we thought everything was cool until I gotten at that time, I ended up pulling a. I'm not sure if I pulled Evening Match or Infinite Permanence or whatever. I know I pulled some good cards. I pulled a lot of good cards, and and here's the thing: I made all my money. I made my money back from those two debt boxes and stuff. And I'm not gonna deny. I'm not gonna lie. I was happy when I got to meet. I made my money back by opening up those debt boxes and stuff like that. And and I thought everything was normal until another person who is a friend of that person or the person whose name I won't bring up had came up, got and started asking for my stuff. And well, didn't ask for it, but and I wasn't willing to trade at the time because I was trying to restock my binder, my personal and my trade binder, which is both at the same time. And then like I noticed that there was some shade thrown at each other, and there was some snide comments made towards me and stuff like that, and vice versa. So that's what started the. That's what I mean. I believe that started the rift between myself and the two people that's involved in why I decided to leave Yu-Gi-Oh and leave the card game, not the video game. I still play the video game, but not the card game. So it came to a head when I found out through text messages. I mean through Facebook Messenger that the other person was seeing. unkind things about me, and I got really incensed. I got really incensed about it. I was mad about it. I went to and I got invited out to Pandemonium to hang out and stuff, and I was told that person wasn't going to be there. So when I went to Pandemonium that Saturday, who did I went? I went inside, went downstairs, and the person I got to see was not. And I mean, I knew I was getting set up. I knew it was I had a feeling it was a trap. So I went so I can know that I know I'm being trapped. And what happened? It was a trap. And not only that person who lied to me and was acting suspect around me was there, but the other guy who was literally saying bad things about me online was there too. So I say this, and you know what? I may have regret what I said because one, I know legally that is considered a threat. I said you are so lucky that I didn't beat your A for saying what you said about me online. You are so. I said you are so effing lucky that I didn't beat your A in front of everybody right now. So it was about to get wild. It was about to. It was about. I mean, I knew my anger. I know how I am when somebody does something that angers me, and there's a lot of things you can do that make me upset. There's a lot of things you can do to really anger me. One is talking about my deceased family members. Of course, I would get fired up if you talk about my family members. That's one. Talking about where I come from, which is here, Boston. I will. That definitely will make me want to fight you. And three, talking about me behind my back and thinking I'm not going to know about it. That's three. That's the three. That's three out of the main things you could do to anger me into fighting. But through the grace of God, cooler heads to me prevailed, and I walked out of Pandemonium. And ever since then, I sold my Yu-Gi-Oh collection, and I stopped playing since. Do I regret selling my Yu-Gi-Oh collection? No. Do I regret leaving the card game? No. But I was on Anime Perk's stream today, and he said something that inspired me to make this video. He said himself that Yu-Gi-Oh has toxic players. There are toxic people in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. Even if you win, you still like. Here's the thing: even if you win the Yu-Gi-Oh, you still lose because no matter what you do, somebody's gonna always talk about you behind your back. Somebody's gonna complain about you to somebody else, or even when you join the tournament. When you join a tournament in Yu-Gi-Oh, somebody's gonna accuse you of cheating or marking up cards when you don't do that. When you really don't do that and stuff. But that's what. But this is why I left. I left because of the toxicity of people that play Yu-Gi-Oh. I left because of that because I don't want to get caught up in toxicity, and I don't want to be fighting. I don't want to be fighting people over a card game. I used to believe that everybody has the right to do what they love to do, as long as somebody does not come here come to you or come to the community to try to abuse or spread negativity throughout the community. And you know what? As far and to answer, I know I had answered Anime Puck before on his stream, but I'm going to answer again. I plan on playing League of Legends. I also plan on playing Cardfight Vanguard again. I mean, not again, but playing Cardfight Vanguard because I never really played it. I plan on returning back. I plan on playing Pokemon the TCG again and everything like that. But as far as me playing Yu-Gi-Oh, the trade card, Yu-Gi-Oh card, the trade card game of Yu-Gi-Oh, no. I play Master Duel. I'm on Bronze Rank right now because I haven't been doing I haven't played it all like that because I've been busy and stuff like that. But yes, I plan on playing Cardfight Vanguard. I plan on playing League of Legends. I plan on playing Master Duel a lot more. And at the same time, I am getting the PS5 down the line. I'm not saying when, because I don't know when I'm going to get it. But I know if I do get it, am I going to sell my PS4? No, because I'm going to keep my PS4. As far as me getting the Xbox Series X, I don't think I'm going to get one. I don't see myself. I don't see myself getting one. But if I do, it'll be by grace of God and miracle. But as far as I'm concerned, I'm glad that I can get what I feel and how I say about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading Card game off my chest, because one, like Anime Puck said in his live stream, there are some toxic players in the community, in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community, and there are toxic people that will literally try to bully you into giving up your cards or whatever, so they can make money off you and everything like that. And that's my story of why I left the Yu-Gi-Oh! Trading card game, and I don't plan to ever return back. So here you go, TSG. Punch that comment, subscribe, comment, subscribe, and hit that like button, because tomorrow is never promised today. And I'm gonna leave you with a quote: "When diplomacy fails, war is the last thing you can do." Peace.